In the past year, Warframe has been sold off to Tencent. With that means that generally the monetization in Warframe may and seems to be getting more aggressive. And because of that, this recent event in Warframe has made the game millions, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, but I would say safely tens of millions of dollars. I'm of course talking about the latest Prime Resurgence event. Daily reminder, if you like the video and end up wanting to support the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell below, as most people watching aren't subscribed or even hitting the notification bell. Crazy times, I know. Anyways, the Prime Resurgence event in Warframe is without a doubt the most popular monetary event that has ever come into the game. Simply being, it is a blitz rush pretty much of primed Resurgence primed access packs. So it is primed Resurgence, and if you didn't know, it pretty much gave you a prime access pack every single week. 2 of them specifically, right? Week 1, you could get Magnova. Week 2, Limbo Trinity. Week 3, Mesa Hydroid. Loki, Vauban Ash, Oberon Necros, Valkyr Saren, Ember Frost, and then first half, second half. The nice part about this event is you could at least farm Aya in the game, right? It's kind of awful because it was a decent drop rate on the Ghoul Purge event, but then they kind of took that away because naturally, yeah, it was a little too good and a little too messed up. And then it only really dropped well in bounties and in the void somewhat. So farming Aya, yeah, kind of a pain, but not the worst. But the amount of money they must have made off this blitzing of the Prime Access packs is actually insane. As you can see, you can purchase a dual pack for 10 Regal Aya. There we go, there's the purchase Regal Aya button, which I mean isn't a terrible price if, you know, if you want to just support the game. But here's the thing, right? In order to buy this one, you get 50,000 endo, which is cool, right? Bunch of cosmetics. It's a literal prime access, but you buy it with this currency, which does cost a lot of money. Luckily, you do get platinum as well, but it costs a lot of money, right? So we're gonna open up the calculator app and do some fun math. Since there were, let's see, 4, 8, 9, okay? There were 9 separate Prime Access dual packs. So that means you need 90, right? You need 90 Regal Aya. Divide that by 15. So you need to buy 6 of these packs in order to buy every single Prime Access. Prime Accesses are always very expensive in Warframe. I can quickly show you up here because I think they have the Prime Accesses right here. Prime Accesses have always been expensive in the game, right? Without a doubt. And this is just a somewhat like cheaper alternative to buying them. Prime Accesses have never really been thought of in Warframe as great value. They've always been thought of as a way to just support the game, get things quick, and get some cool loot. Because, let's be honest here, getting your boy Harrow Prime, Scourge Prime, Nell, 4,000 Platinum, that's where like most of the, I would say real value comes in, the Platinum, right? And you get some Harrow Prime profile glyphs. I mean, that's worth a decent amount on the Platinum, but other than that, yeah, it's really up to you. It's a subjective value. So pricing on Prime Access has always been high. So of course, with Prime Resurgence, they took that there as well. So if you wanted to get all of these primes, it would cost you, and this is Canadian fun bucks, right? Only about $500, right? You know, it's totally a normal price. Yeah, so it stands to say, a lot of people in Warframe have probably bought a lot of Regal Aya, and that has made Warframe millions of dollars. If we quickly jump to Steam charts here, we can quickly see that at all times on Steam, there's at least like 30 or so thousand people playing at one time. That's just on Steam. Across all the platforms, I would expect this to like maybe double overall or 1.5 times, right? So instead of right now 33,000 people playing, yeah, maybe there's like 48, 50,000 people playing at a time, and instead of like 60,000, hey, maybe it's 90 to 100,000, right? There's at always a lot of people in the game. It is decently popular. It's not the most popular on Steam charts, don't get me wrong. If I look right now, Warframe, I think it usually holds the number 15th, 16th spot, but if we search here, we can see that Warframe, oh no, it's currently in the 27th spot. So it's still decently popular, has a decent amount of peak players. A lot of people play it for a lot of hours still, right? For each day, people are playing it 1 million hours on Steam. That it's still a lot of time. Warframe, if you didn't know, is most popular, I think, in the US and then China, I believe. It has its own setup on China's servers. So, without a doubt, with this Prime Resurgence event, they're pulling in so much money because this is peak players and like concurrent players. But it is no proper way to track total players playing at one time. They don't really release unique active monthly players. Warframe, since it's now owned by Tencent, they just they don't release a ton of numbers like that. As you can see though, Warframe's one of those games that people play a lot of. It has like big 24-hour upswings and downswings. And compared to other games, let's see how popular it is, because it's more so time played that matters. Yeah, so time played wise, it's around 15th, 16th place, right? It can go anywhere in this area, so yeah. Oh, good job, God of War. So as you can see, Warframe, they're making a ton of money, and they're just killing it off this Prime Resurgence event. I know a lot of people, at first, we all hated the Prime Resurgence event because Regal Aya didn't give Platinum, and overall, the value just wasn't there. Over time, they did at least fix that and make it better value. At least you can definitely farm up every single one of the relics. So overall, it's a pretty fair event. The fact of the matter is though, it's going to make them a ton of money and it's probably going to burn out a good chunk of players as well. I myself pretty tired of farming relics or farming Aya for relics, so I'm probably going to chill, just have fun in Warframe for a bit. Maybe not Aya farm, do other stuff, maybe play some other games too, naturally, but in Warframe, I'm just going to chill, run relics, and do whatever I feel like doing, right? No more Aya farming for this guy. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat. But for everyone like me who doesn't tend to spend too much money on this game, there's probably a good chunk of people who are farming and throwing money at the Regal Aya system. So it's fair to say this event's gone on for 2.5 months, 2 months in total, right, by the time it ends. So it has irrefutably made tens of millions pretty safely, I would say, across the world. So hey, Warframe's killing it this year. If there is a 2021 financial report or Warframe statistics report on how the game is doing, published by Tencent or really any other company, because it was, you know, part of a couple at some point, I'll take a look and make a video on that. Because, God, I want to know exactly how much Warframe has just slayed the market, how much money they've made off this Prime Resurgence event. While I can safely say millions to tens of millions, I don't know how much it truly is, so I would love to see numbers like that. I'm always curious. They killed it even despite all the outrage, without a doubt. So we're probably going to end up seeing another Prime Resurgence event in the future, in maybe a year or so, or two, who truly knows. So guys, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to talk about this event now that it's finally ending, and this is the last week of it. Remember to spend your Aya before the end of the week, get all of that done, and you should hopefully be good. Don't farm Aya if you're totally burnt out of it, don't buy Regal Aya if you know you're not really into that, but Warframe's undoubtedly made enough money from this event, so It is what it is. Thank you all for watching, sub, like, comment below, and I will see you next time. Peace.